Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Don't make assumptions. Communicate with clarity. Communicate with others as clear as you can be to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. If all humans would communicate with impeccability of the word, all our relationships would change. There'd be no wars, no violence, no misunderstandings. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 20, NASDAQ down 72, S&P's off 9, big numbers inside the NDX 100, as well as the composite. You had the NASDAQ composite down 0.9%, S&P's are off 0.3, Dow Industrials basically flat. Gold contract up $4.30, trading at $12.0560. If we get open, we take a look at that gold market. What we're seeing is this. Bottom line, this morning, 8 o'clock, gold caught a nice bid, gets up into the price point of $12.12, and guess what? Didn't take long for it to actually give it up. It was actually a couple hours, but bottom line is that it hung up there, got up to the 12.12 level. About 11 o'clock this morning, it got sold down from 12.09 to 1200, made its way back to 12.05. You've done 277,000 contracts. The good news is that, guess what? You're in the higher part of where we've been. I mean, the low that was established a couple weeks ago is 1167, and we'll see how it's going to attack the 1220 level. What you do have happening, this is a short week. We're coming into Friday. The way that the dollar is trading, if we go over to the dollar for a second, it looks to me like that dollar could get a bounce tomorrow morning, and this is why, folks. So the dollar is in a confirmed ABC structure on the way down. We went down 169 ticks out here today. Your volume, however, contracted dramatically. We did 17,000 contracts, I think. Yeah, 17,000. So we come down yesterday with 24. You did 17. And what has happened is this, is that I can bring this actually all the way back to May 29th of this year. And there is only one time that actually we had follow through in the dollar and the consolidation that had taken place from May until the break topside on August 30th. That says quite a bit. So we'll see where this shakes out. You know, each and every time. So on a short-term basis, it looks to me like coming into a Friday, we could get a bounce tomorrow morning. That wouldn't fare well for the metals market also. Now, that being said, I don't think this is going to get above the 95,680. That's where it's been sold off on a continual basis the last 2 weeks. And what's given me that, and this is where there's some divergence out here, is notes and bonds just continue to want higher price, lower yield. The 10-year yield out here today is 2.877. What that's all about, of course, is that when you have that 10-year note pushing higher, yields go lower. And when we take a look at this, you know, you go back to the August 1st, you're trading out here at 118. That's when the 10-year was 3.11. You're at 2.87. You know, you'd run up to the 120.20 mark. We're at 120.05 right now. Bottom line, they want higher price, lower yield. There's more demand than there is supply inside that market. Some of the volumes we did out here. Let's go take a look at the indice volume first. Inside the indices, we did about 800 million. Inside the NASDAQ composite, we did 2.34 billion. The NDX 100, you got volume on the way down. This is the, yeah, they actually expanded too. So the Qs were down $1.64. You're trading out at a price point of 181.81. Now, what that just did, folks, also is put the Qs inside its lower range. That sets up, guess what, that you can actually trade down to 169. Right now, we're at 181. Volume expanded. Volume yesterday was 42 million. We get 45 today. The SPY, the SPY, we take a look at the SPY, see how that's baby setting up. SPY also down 87 cents. You closed at 288.160, and 286 looks like it's going to make the run for. The SPY did volume out here of a 63 million. Yesterday we did 72. But bottom line, that is an expansion. Well, it's not an expansion of volume today, but it is high volume. You got to remember, we made a high inside the SPY with 61 million. Come down yesterday with 72. Today 63. Small caps. The IWM. We take a look at the IWM. IWM out here. Down $1.16, 16 million shares traded. This is subtle, but this is telling me it wants lower price also. 170. So the IWM 170. No, 170.20. $170.20 will get you inside the lower range. We take a look at the oil market out here. Oil bottom line. Rejected higher price out here on Tuesday, came off that high, had volume on the way down, had volume out here today. We've gone from $71.40 on Tuesday. You hit a low today of 67. You have 609,000 contracts behind the move. That's saying that oil market is making its way down to the bottom of this consolidations, which is $63.72. If we go take a look at the XLE, XLE followed through to the downside today with an expansion of volume. You're down $1.37. You're at 72.81. You have a high volume low out here at 71.70. And it's possible that the XLE is on a much larger mission to get down into this $64 level. The reason I'm saying that is that when we came down on the 15th, you had huge price spread, huge volume, and you broke the whole consolidation. So when we just take the bottom of the consolidation, which is that 72, take the top of it, which is 79, you can say, okay, 65 is coming at you. You just take the 7 points off the bottom of the consolidation. 65 is laying out right at the low from April 2nd. And that's the way this whole baby seems to be setting up. And in fact, oh, this is wild. You know, it's still sticking out here. This is where we're going. What's sticking out here, folks, is the high volume low from February 9th. That's $64.45. That's your number. And if you want to see stock going after the high volume low from February 9th, Lamb Research today was down $12. You're at $160. This has been sticking out here also. $156.83. We came within $3.10 of it today. You had an expansion of volume. This is going after that high volume low. I suspect we're going to go after it and hit that baby tomorrow, see whether it holds. To recap, we had the Dow Industrials up 20, NASDAQ down 72, S&P's off 9. Come right back.